Is that something crazy or is that...
Nah, yeah, it was 20K.
Social media, supposedly strengthening relations between people separated by distance and intensifying feelings of inadequacy triggered by isolate displays of wealth and richness. Nothing reminds you of what you lack in life than YouTube celebrities flaunting luxuries like they're no big deal. But as much as they hurt, you can't deny it's also fun to watch them pamper themselves with hundreds of thousands worth of supercars just because they can. Vicarious is a word after all. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Trend Drive. Today we're going to be talking about 5 rich YouTubers that make us feel poor. But before we get onto that, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us out a lot. Also, make sure to stay until number 1 to see the richest YouTuber with the craziest expenses and story of lavishness. You will be absolutely shocked once you find out. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. Number 5. David Dobrik. David Dobrik is a well-known, well-liked figure on YouTube. He's got this good-natured vibe and charisma that's so unlike the arrogance of some YouTubers when it comes to displaying their riches. With over 14 million subscribers and generating over 6 billion views, it suffices to say that Dobrik has established a successful vlogging career and a substantial wealth from doing what he does on the platform. Since 2019, he's also the leader of the popular YouTube ensemble, The Vlog Squad. His success allows him to live in a $2,560,000 California mansion with all the space he needs for his collection of supercars, like the popular one he drives around, the $110,000 Tesla Model X.
Boom.
Wow.
Door opens for me.
Automatically.
It's not even his most luxurious purchase, as the internet celebrity also owns a $245,000 Ferrari 458 Spider. What makes Dobrik even more likable is the generosity he bestows on others. Not just his loved ones, but even on strangers. The 23-year-old vlogger is now widely known for casually purchasing cars and giving them away to family, friends, and as mentioned, strangers. For instance, he gifted his assistant Natalie a Mercedes AMG and bought a couple more for some of his other friends. Staying true to being a personal genie to people he cares about, he spent $290,000 for a Lamborghini so he could give his friend Heath his dream car.
Like it? Oh my god.
That's even more expensive than the cars he's bought for himself. Even more amazing is how he gave a brand new Mustang to a total stranger. It's no wonder Dobrik was named Sexiest Heartthrob of 2019 by People magazine. As we all know, generous is the new sexy. Number 4. MrBeast. Jimmy Donaldson, best known for his online alias MrBeast, earned his viewers' admiration by being his awesome self. And yeah, his attention-grabbing stunts and challenges, as well as his philanthropy, certainly sped things up for him. Producing worthwhile content by coming up with challenges that always benefit other people, MrBeast has since become an online favorite. While it was in 2013 that he started his YouTube venture, it was only in 2017 that he attracted mainstream attention when he published a day-long video of himself counting to 100,000, which took him 40 hours. That was something for sure. Most people may have crazy, fun, hilarious ideas, but they never do them. MrBeast wanted to count that long, so he did. And it's a good thing he's not overwhelmed by the extent of the challenges he does, because 2 years later, he got himself 28 million subscribers.
3 years ago, I was making nothing off this channel, and now we're literally giving away $1 million.
Aside from his noteworthy stunts, he's also big on charity. In December 2018, he gave $100,000 worth of items to homeless shelters. He donated $32,000 to the Veterans Army Wounded Warrior Program, $70,000 to St. Jude Children's Hospital, and $10,000 to an animal shelter. He also frequently makes videos on donating thousands of dollars to Twitch streamers. More recently, MrBeast did the planet a huge saving boost by spearheading a fundraising challenge event on YouTube called #TeamTrees.
And I'm personally planting 100,000 trees, aka a $100,000 donation.
Collaborating with former NASA engineer and YouTuber Mark Rober, amazingly, the project's $20 million goal was surpassed just nearly 2 months later. Every dollar equates to 1 tree, which only means that millions of trees will be planted in national parks of the United States starting next year. Number 3. Logan Paul. Logan Paul's initial taste of fame was back in 2013, when he first gained a following by posting sketches on Vine. Following the closure of the Vine app, he ventured into YouTube, and it was through this platform that his prominence attained great heights. As of November 2019, Logan Paul has over 20 million subscribers and 4.7 billion views. These staggering figures alone warrant a massive return on Paul's wealth-wise, yes? It certainly is the case, as the 24-year-old YouTuber certainly has a net worth of $19 million, and that's just a conservative estimate. With his humongous paycheck, it's not surprising if the guy spends hundreds of thousands of bucks for his needs and whims. He'd already bought himself a mansion worth $6,550,000, which is already mind-blowing in itself considering he's only in his early 20s. And if you're a young man with almost unlimited access to cash, would it really be so bad to spend things you'd probably dreamed of as a little boy? Logan Paul certainly doesn't think so, hence spending big bucks on his collection of vehicles that are so cool and expensive, they're unbelievable. There's his $150,000 custom Mercedes G-Wagon with $100,000 worth of upgrades. Since he loves spending time with his friends while on the road, he had bought himself an $85,000 tricked-out bus and a $130,000 Sprinter van for the good times to keep on rolling. With millions of bucks to spend, he's not done splurging, not even in the neighborhood of done. He's also purchased a $30,000 Polaris Slingshot and a $30,000 Dodge Challenger. Just the names of these vehicles can easily send you to Fantasyland. Logan also knows that houses and cars aren't the only luxuries he can afford. Other things, ridiculously expensive ones, are out there for the taking, like his $60,000 Rolex Day Date 2. He even spent $20,000 on a designer bed.
Is that something crazy or is that...
Nah, yeah, it was 20K.
Logan Paul might have his fair share of controversies, but boy does he know how to satisfy himself with things and experiences most people can only imagine in their wildest dreams. Number 2. Bobby Meissner. Bobby Meissner didn't get wealthy by spending years creating content on YouTube and attracting subscribers. When he joined the platform, he was already filthy rich. Because yes, that's usually the case when your dad's a billionaire.
Believe me, I'm aware that this shit ain't easy, and I'm also aware that you don't want to hear it coming from the son of a wealthy father.
So, how did Meissner's online fame start in the first place? By dropping his video Life of a Billionaire's Son on YouTube in late 2018. The video was basically just him showcasing a life of grandeur as he traveled from one coveted city to the next, treating tropical beaches around the world like his personal playground. Yachts, helipads, and fast cars are just some of the staples in his privileged life. No instant noodles and grocery coupons, nothing of that sort. But unlike other YouTubers who are admired for their work and contributions to major causes, a large part of Meissner's popularity came from his plain notoriety of flaunting his grand life while being out of touch and unrelatable. Meissner himself is aware that people don't like him, but defends his portrayal of himself as a character who lives in the dream world. He doesn't strive to be likable, just someone who lives in a dream-like luxury. Hate him as much as you want, but this video has over 5 million views now. He probably doesn't need daddy's allowance anymore to keep living his lavish lifestyle now that he's found himself a job. Number 1. Jeffree Starr. Originally wanting to establish a name in the music industry, Jeffree Starr found himself struggling to continue to work on his music. This prompted him to invest all of his life savings to create his own e-commerce makeup brand in 2014, which he promoted on YouTube.
This is all your. So this is a headpiece.
Okay, she's.
No, stop. Stop it. That's what?
I just saw the price.
Oh, this is not
Oh
bad.
my god.
The risk he took paid off, and apparently paid off a lot. Last year, he earned $18 million from his work on YouTube alone. And what does one do after getting a gigantic paycheck like that? Buy a $14.6 million mansion, perhaps? That's right, of all these entries on the list, Jeffree Starr has got the abode with the heftiest price tag. And now, being a cosmetics royalty, image is everything. This is why he's known to splurge on several custom-painted supercars to complement his look. In a regular world, people accessorize with hats, belts, or sweaters, but it's Jeffree Starr. So yeah, a $355,000 Rolls-Royce Rave and $200,000 Lamborghini Hurricane seem fitting.
Ooh. Engine on, baby. It sounds so sick. All right.
These are just a few in his majestic collection. He also owns a $110,000 all-pink Tesla Model X, as well as his custom Barbie BMW IA. Jeffree not only pampers himself with things only money can buy, but he also shares his glorious wealth to people around him. Just this year, he gave his boyfriend his dream car, a yellow carbon fiber Aston Martin Vantage, because while love is great, it's better to express your affection while driving around in a vehicle that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well everyone, hope you enjoyed. While you're here, go ahead and click the links above to check out some of our other awesome videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.